grateful for life. Not everyone's made it this far. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. This is a 1 hour long practice. We practice live every single day, every day. It's a live class, no cuts, no changes. It's just like a real class that you would go to. But you've got the convenience of doing it at home, your way. Nobody's looking at you. You don't have to worry about what you're wearing. You do it your way. And an hour, oh my gosh, you think an hour's a long time, but it goes by really fast. It really does. But if you can't spare the hour, just stick around and do the little warm up. But whatever you do what's right for your body. Do what's right for your body. If something hurts, back out of it. Don't do it. Modify it. Don't hurt. If you hurt yourself, that's not good. You don't ever want to hurt yourself. Take a pose to a lesser percentage, or just don't do it at all, or just maybe try a little bit. 10% is better than nothing at all. You know that. Every day our practices are different. Some are more challenging than others, but I think you'll have fun with them. Just stick around, give it a try for a week, and have fun. All right, here's a word for you to think about as you practice today, and the word is gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude means being grateful. Be grateful for what you got, and being thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful for a couple of different poses we're doing today. We're doing something a little different in the core, and we're doing something a little different in the balancing. Stick around and have a good time. All right, you're going to need some props for today's practice. If you don't have them, no big deal, but get them. Get them over the next course of the week. All right, be thankful for what you got. All right, I got 2 yoga blocks. We use those all the time, so money well spent. Grab those. I've got a yoga strap if you want to use it. I'm not going to use it specifically today, but maybe you like to incorporate it into your practice. An eye shade for final Shavasana, and a little hand towel is very versatile. It can serve as the eye shade at the end of the practice, or you can slip it under your knee if your knees don't like some of the poses when we're on our knees. All right, water, you want to have that too. That's it. That's all you need. You just need your body, you need an attitude of gratitude, and you need to be happy with what you got. We're going to come to standing now. We're going to come to stand up to do our little warm-up. We do this warm-up pretty much the same every day because it's so good for us. So come on up to standing, and as you come on up, lock in a stress number in your mind. Okay, stress number, what's that? Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, like when you go to the doctor's office and they say, all right, smiley face to frowny face. Give it a number so you can quantify it, and when we come back to the end, you'll see how the yoga works wonders in your body. All right, pick your stress number. Come on up to standing. Lift your arms high up to the sky. Breathe. Take a big breath in and a big breath out, and just stretch it out. Reach your fingers high to the sky. Maybe take a little bit of a back bend. Teeny, not big, just a little bit. Now bring your hands down to your hips. Strike that pose of confidence. I love this one. Spread your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. Hands are on your hips, and start to come up onto your toes. Lift and lower. You can have a chair nearby. You can have a countertop nearby. You don't have to lift your hips real high. Good girl. Lift and lower. All right, heels are coming up behind your toes. Try not to let your heels splay out to the sides or collapse in. Breathe. Chest is lifted, elbows are back and down, and your breath. As far as that goes, take a big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Letting stress go when you audibly sigh it out. All right, strengthening the calves, strengthening the foundation. You got to start from the ground up, right? Breathe. Strengthen your ankles, strengthen your calves. You got it going on. Let's come on down. Put your feet solidly on the ground. Now lift your toes up. Lift your toes up and give them a wiggle as the weight is more onto your heels. Plant your feet solidly on the ground. Lift your arms back up to that Tadasana, extended mountain pose. Now interlace your fingers, palms up to the sky, gentle palm tree pose. So you're just going to sway from side to side, encouraging that lateral flexion, that sideways bend in the spine. Breathe. Chin away from the chest. You can have a bend in your elbows. That's the way to modify. Or maybe don't take your side bends so deep. You decide what is right for you today and be happy with what you're doing. Don't judge yourself. So easy to be judgy, right? Let it go. Now palm trees. Think about palm trees swaying in the breeze. Trees bend so they don't break. Be flexible in your practice. Not only your body, but just flexible in what you're doing, how you're doing it. All right, let's finish up with that palm tree pose. Let's take some of your arms and bring them down by your sides. Big arm circles. Get into the shoulders. All right, you can tee out your arms if you want. and start to make little circles. Draw little circles on the sides of the walls. Maybe make them bigger. You decide. Add in the knees. Bend the knees when the fingertips come down. Straighten the knees when the fingertips go up. Oh, wake up your knees. You'll feel this. Important to get the synovial fluid flowing. Breathe. Arm circles. How are they coming? Shoulders nice and opening up. Chest is open. Oh, breathe. Take the arm circles in the opposite direction. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. How are the knees doing? The more you use it, the easier it gets. You got it. Let's finish up. Come on up to standing. Arms down by your sides, palms in towards your hips. Shoulders are back and down, and breathe. Root firmly into the earth. Let's do that big coat swing pose. So start to sway, start to twist, looking over one shoulder then the other. All right, you want more of a challenge? Try to close your eyes. Breathe. All right, gratitude and attitude. You hear it a lot. They are not challenges. They are choices. Choose your attitude. Choose to have gratitude. So important. Think positively about yourself and about your situations. All right, how are you doing? Twist, twist, twist. Look over the shoulder. Maybe try to look a little more over your shoulder. And then let's finish it up. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bring your hands behind your low back like you're going into pockets in your jeans. Squeeze your elbows together. Look forward. Chest is open. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe look even higher. Look right overhead. Little back bend, another movement of your spine. Send your hips more forward. Push into them. Squeeze the elbows toward your back. And then exhale, fold forward. Decompress your spine. Let it go. As you fold forward, it just feels natural to exhale. Now, maybe your fingers reach the earth. Maybe they don't. No big deal. Send your gaze between your knees or a little higher up toward your belly button. Let the crown of your head hang toward the earth. Way to help here is to put a little bend in your knees. Decompress your low back. Now shake your neck a little bit. Move your neck around. Move your neck around. You got a good head on your shoulders. Give it some space to move. And right now in this forward fold, you're decompressing your spine. Lift your tailbone high to the sky. Breathe. Maybe a little wiggle in the knees. Oh, just feel good. That's what your yoga is here for. It's to help you feel good. All right, now your feet. Look at them. They should be hip-width distance apart. That is 2 fist widths if you'd like to measure. So have them about hip-width distance apart. Bend your elbows. Place your hands at opposite elbow creases. Look back again towards your knees or up toward your belly button and do your ragdoll pose. For ragdoll pose, you bring one elbow back toward the knees. Stretch it out. Then the other elbow back toward the other knee. Breathe. Eyes can be opened or closed. You know if the eyes are closed, that's more of a challenge. All right, there's your ragdoll. Decompress your low back. Live your yoga off of your mat. For example, as you sit at your computer today for way too long, you know you're going to do it. Every so often, get up and do your ragdoll pose. Decompress your low back. Your body will thank you for it. All right, finish up. Come back to the midline of your body. Take a good breath or two. Big breath in, big breath out. Make the exhale so big your belly button goes back to touch your spine. You can keep your hands where they are at your elbow creases, or if you want more balance, you can bring your fingertips on down to the earth. Lift your toes up off of your mat and give them a good wiggle. They are free and independent. Move them. Have that mobility in your feet. All right, toes come down. Walk your hands forward. Let's come into a child's pose. All right, so now we're just going to get into our head. So bring your knees together, big toes touch, hips back to your heels. You can use a block here. We've warmed up our body. Let's just, let our mind go. Reach your arms. If you're in a classic child's pose, you can reach your arms down by your sides with your palms face up and let your shoulders be away from your ears. Maybe that feels good. Think of lengthening in the neck. Now, you can have a block under your forehead or no block at all. Bring the forehead on down to the mat if you like. There's your classic child's pose. Here's another option if you want. Knees spread wide, big toes touch, hips back toward your heels. Your hips can be on, or your bottom can be on your heels or not, you decide. Reach your arms long to the top of your mat, palms face down, and bring your forehead down to either your block or to the mat. If you want to get more into the shoulders, you know what to do. Take your hands and place them on top of the block. Ooh, get into those shoulders. We're going to do You Will Look Taller. You know that pose. That's a great pose from physical therapy that really works on the shoulder mobility, and it improves your standing posture. Hips back towards your heels. Take a big breath in through your nose. And a big sighing breath out through your mouth. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're getting there. You're doing your yoga, and it's feeling good. It's feeling good because you're doing it your way. Nothing should hurt. Things may be a challenge, but nothing should hurt. Don't hurt. All right, another big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Make it audible. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Enjoy this time on your mat. Don't worry about what's going to happen or what happened in the past. Just be here in the present moment, allowing your breath to help you do that. So here's the deal with your breath. If you'd like, engage what's called Ujjayi Pranayama breathing. To do that, close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose. As you exhale, really let all the air go. Enjoy this nice big bend in your knees, the plantar flexion in your ankle. We're going to work on those ankles a little bit. The deep stretch in your arms. Breathing out of the backs of your lungs. Finding surrender to your body, allowing your body to create the space that you need in your practice today. Breathe in through your nose and full exhales through the nose. If that doesn't work for you, breathe any way you like. Just breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Child's pose. Come back to it anytime you like in your practice, or give yourself the permission to stay here longer if you like. It's your practice. All right, I'm going to come out of the child's pose, whichever variation you're in. Come into a neutral tabletop. What is that? That is bringing your hands down to your mat, having your shoulders over your wrists, knees together at the midline of your body so your knees are underneath your hips. Press the tops of your feet hard into your mat. Let's do a forearm stretch. To do that, what you're going to do is take your hands and you're going to bring your fingertips back towards your knees so your forearms are shining forward. Move your hips a little bit from side to side or back towards your bottom so you feel a stretch in your forearms. And remember, as with any pose, it doesn't matter how it looks. What matters is how it feels. Maybe close your eyes here and enjoy this big stretch in the forearms. Moving your hips so you can enjoy the stretch in the forearms. Maybe come back more onto the fingers. You take it to what feels right for you. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't forget that. Stretch your forearms. Take your time. Maybe you really like this and you want to stay here while the rest of us, if you want, come back to seated on your heels. Bring your arms forward. Wiggle your fingers a little bit. Get that tension out of there. You're going to sit now in a thunderbolt pose. For a thunderbolt pose, you're seated back on your heels. How does it feel? If it's not quite so right, sit any way that works for you. Another option would be to sit on your block. That eases a little bit of the tension in the knees, but you decide what works. So in this pose, you're getting a nice stretch in the quadriceps and your knees are enjoying it too. All right, should be enjoying it. All right, so this is your thunderbolt pose. Hands on your thighs, maybe close your eyes here. If closing the eyes gives you vertigo or doesn't feel quite so right, open them up. Nobody's judging you. Got to do what's right for you. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Shoulders are back and down. Little teeny neck circles. Just move your neck. Move your neck however feels good. Maybe you tuck it to your chin. Maybe lift the chin to the sky. Maybe turn your head right to left to right. Take it as slow or as quick as you like. Maybe circle the head around as if you're drawing a circle on the front wall with your chin. And then remember to do it in the other direction too. Do what feels right for you in your neck. Just move the neck. And those little crunchies, don't worry about them unless they hurt. Remember, pain, no pain. Turn your head left to right. Oh, we don't need to turn our heads enough anymore, do we? You got those fancy cameras for your backup in your car. Kind of nice, but you're not turning your neck. Move your neck, move your head. Breathe. All right, come back to the midline of your body. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Let's use the arms to help a little bit here. All right, so gaze is forward. I'm going to lift my right arm up to the sky. I'm going to bend the elbow. I'm going to take my right arm, place my fingertips of the right hand on top of the left ear. Then with my hand, I'm going to encourage my head toward my shoulder. So I'm working the right ear toward the right shoulder, softening in the left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep that shoulder down. Find length in the neck. Encourage the head to the shoulder a little bit more. And then finish. Release the hand and slowly bring your head back up so it floats in the right position on the top of your head. All right, one side, let's do the other. Lift your left arm up, bend the elbow, place the left hand on top of the right ear, and bring the head in the opposite direction, working the left ear to the left shoulder. Right shoulder is down. Breathe in, breathe out. Are your jaws clenched? Kind of create some space in the mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. Your yoga doesn't have to be fast and furious. Tomorrow will be fast and furious when we do our vinyasa flow. But just take it easy. You're doing wonders for your body. Breathe, soft shoulder, and then finish. Remove your hand, bring the head, let it float on back up to the midline of your body, shoulders back and down. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let's get back into the shoulders. Tee out your arms. Tee out your arms. Palms are forward. Let the backs of your hands go more to the back of the room. Feel your chest lift. Breathe, and then a big hug. Big hug for yourself. You deserve it. Right arm on top of left, fingers towards your spine. Nice tight hug. Elbows are stacked or maybe overlapping a little bit. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. All right, now release your shoulders down and think of sending your shoulders to the sides of the room as you tighten up on that hug. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften in the jaws. All right, right arm's on top. Let's do it again with the left arm on top. So start to tee out your arms. Open them up wide so the backs of your hands really stretch to the back of the room. And then this time, bring the opposite arm on top. I'm gonna bring my left arm on top, right arm on the bottom, fingertips toward the spine. Nice, tight squeeze and hug, and then bring those shoulders down away from the ears as you send the shoulders to the sides of the room. Nice big hug. Now think about this. If you've been sitting in your Thunderbolt pose, think of the pose, how it's been working the knees, the quadriceps, and your ankles, right? It's all good. You don't even think about it. All right, let's release from the big hug. How do your shoulders feel? Give them a little bit of a wiggle. Toes pose, ankle flow. All right, here we go. Grab your 2 blocks if you've got them. Bring them to their high height. Come to standing on your knees. Tuck your back toes towards your shins and have a seat on your heels. Blocks are bringing the ground up to you. You can hold on to them. No blocks at all. You don't need them. Don't sweat it. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice big stretch in the toes. I didn't have to tell you that, right? You know that. This is your toes pose. You're strengthening your feet. You're strengthening your ankles. You're softening the fascia in the feet to allow greater mobility in your feet, your foundation. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's flow it. All right, so got your blocks. Bring the tops of your feet onto your mat. Using the blocks, walk them back and send your knees, which are together, send them up toward the sky. So you're balancing on the tops of your feet. You don't have to use the blocks if you don't want. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Esther. Hi, Lori. Hi, Liz. Hi, Betty. Hi, Stan. Hi, Marietta. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Tim. Hi, Rena. Hi, Steve. Oh, hi, Tom. Hi, Jim. Hi, Hello, Greta. Hello to Gracie. I'm glad you guys are here. All right, so how are you doing? Balancing on the tops of your feet. Maybe bring your hands to prayer center. Have a moment of gratitude here. Maybe close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to your toes pose real quick. With or without the blocks, it's okay. Tuck your toes under. You don't have to sit on your heels. Do what works for you. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften in the feet. We're not going to stay here very long. Even let the pinky touch the ground. All 10 toes are on the earth. All right, back to your ankle pose. Tuck your release. Yeah, that's it. Toes to the bottom of your mat. You're on the tops of your feet. Lean on back. Hands to prayer center if you like, or keep your hands on your blocks. It's all good. You're still getting the same benefit from the ankles. Don't think, oh my gosh, I'm using the blocks. That's not as good. That's not true. We're after stretching the feet, stretching the ankles, and you can do that with the blocks or not at all. If you're not using the blocks, you're challenging your balance a little bit too, just layering on those benefits. Breathe. And let's finish. All right, come out of this. Neutral tabletop. Remember that one? Lift your feet up. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. Circle your ankles because you can. Tap the tops of your feet out on your mat. There you go. Neutral tabletop. Make it an active tabletop. Press into your hands, fingers spread wide. Knees are under your hips. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Push into the earth because you are strong and we're going to make this work for us. Crown of the head and tailbone going in opposite directions. Your back is nice and flat like a tabletop, hence the name. All right, from this, let's do cat-cow. Great for your spine. Chin tucks towards your chest and your tailbone tucks under. Arch your back up to the sky because you're pressing hard into the mat with your feet in your hands. Arch your back up to the sky. Inhale, take a cow pose now. For cow pose, your chin lifts forward, crown of your head up toward the sky, and your tailbone is lifting up to the sky too. All right, cat-cow, complementary poses. Exhale the air out of your lungs, chin to your chest, tailbone tucks under, cat. Let all the air go. Inhale, cow. Tailbone, crown of the head lift. You're moving your spine in the direction like the letter C. Forward and backward, C. Tuck it. And lift it. Breathe. That's your cat-cow. Great mobility for your spine. All right, neutral tabletop. If you like, keep doing your cat-cow. I'm going to do a cat pulling its tail. To do that, lift your right leg up, knee to about hip height. Extend the leg long. Circle the ankle in one direction, circle the ankle in the other direction. Then rebend the knee. Draw the heel toward your bottom. Maybe you stay right here. Push hard into your hands. Lift your left arm up. Bring the left arm around and capture your foot. Kick into your hand. Breathe. Maybe look over that open left shoulder and look up toward the sky or toward the left side of your room. Kick into the hand. There's your cat pulling its tail. Let's finish. Hand comes down. Knee comes down. Readjust. Press into the earth. Other side. Lift your left leg up, knee to hip height. Extend the left leg long. Circle the ankle in one direction. Circle the ankle in the other direction. Rebend the knee. Draw the heel toward your bottom. Left hip is dialed down so your hips are equidistant to your mat. Push into your hands. Lift the right hand up. Reach around, capture your right foot. If you can't capture it, no big deal. Just reach toward it. Kick into your hand perhaps, opening up the right shoulder. Look to the bottom right of your mat. Or not the bottom right, look to the right side of your mat. Or look to the right side of your room, or look up over your shoulder to the ceiling. Breathe. Cat pulling its tail. Finish. Come on down. Hands and knees come down to your mat. Bird dog pose. Press into the earth. Right leg lifts. Remember how we extended it? Do that again. Draw the right toes toward the right shin. Heel is driving toward the back of the room. Leg is extended good and long. Let's add in the left arm. Left arm reaches long to the top of your mat. Reach, stretch, lengthen. You could use your block under your hand for stability. Stretch, lengthen in the spine. Reach, extend. It feels good to lengthen and create that space, doesn't it? Left hand down, right knee down, other side. Left leg lifts, left leg extends. Toes to the shin, leg is long, left hip is down. Reach your right arm long to the front of the room. Reach, stretch, stretch, stretch. Find space. Lengthen, push the earth away. Even the top of that right foot is pushing into the mat. Lengthen in your bird dog, and then finish. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Have a seat on your heels. Maybe that's easier now. Grab a drink of water because we're going to do a 1-minute plank. All right, so here's the deal. We do plank just about every day. A 1-minute plank, so good for you. The timing is good. It's a good amount of time. And a good amount of time to see the benefits. And a plank engages everything you got. Okay, let's do that. You can take the variation of plank you like. I've shown you several variations. If you're new to doing planks, you can come down onto your back. Onto your back for a plank, yeah, it's about getting in the head. All right, you can lie down on your back. You can take your blocks. Balance the blocks on your hands. Push your hands into the blocks. Suck your shoulders back in towards your spine. Imagine you are in a plank position. It's like the starting position of a push-up. Hold here. You can do that for 1 minute. You can do anything for a minute, especially that variation of plank. If you would like, here's another one. If you want to evolve to another layer, spread your knees a little bit wider. Remember how we did this? Maybe your big toes are together. Maybe you walk your hands more forward and then you hinge your weight forward. Press the weight into your hands, fingers spread wide. Push a little more weight into your thumb and your pointer finger. Breathe. You can hold it right here. You could also extend your legs behind you. Adjust so you're comfortable, but shift the weight more forward. So you kind of feel your belly tighten up. Breathe. You could tuck your toes under. You could come on down to your forearms, kind of in a puppy pose here. You could extend your legs long and hold in a dolphin plank. I'm going to take a high plank. All right, get set up for the variation of plank you like. I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. Let's go. For a high plank, timer go. All right, there we go, 1 minute. For your high plank, your feet are hip width distance apart. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Fingers are spread wide, pushing the earth away. Guess what? We've already done 10 seconds. That's fine. That's great. If 10 seconds is what you do today, that's good because maybe tomorrow it's 12. Maybe the next day it's 8. That's all right. Just keep at it. Progress. It'll happen. All right. We are almost halfway there. 30 seconds. What do you think of that? Push the earth away. Hold here. Take a break if you need it. A break could be coming down to your knees. A break could be sending your hips high to the sky if you're in a high plank. Do the variation. Do the breaks that feel good for you. We've got 20 seconds to go. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Hold on. Push the earth away. Feel everything is strong and engaged. 10 seconds. Come on. Lengthen through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Breathe. Press the earth away. You've got less than 5 seconds. Come on. You've got it. And you got it. You're done. Come on down to your knees. Grab a drink. Feel how you feel. How long did you do it? Doesn't matter. But what matters is that you have a quantifiable measure to measure your progress if you want to. All right. Feel invigorated? Yeah, you do. You're stronger. All right, grab a drink. A few little core things. Let's go. Come on down. We're going to do a little something different. I think you're going to like it. All right, soles of your feet touch. You're on the pinky edge side of your foot. Knees are open wide. Grab your ankles. Draw them in toward your groin. So draw your heel in more towards your groin. Hold on here. Shoulders are back and down and lifted. Open up your knees nice and wide toward the earth. Hold it here for just a moment. All right, then release them. All right, so you're going to work your heels a little bit further away. Okay, so we're going to do our frog crunches. So let's begin by coming down onto your back. Slowly recline. Maybe use your hands, just work your way back. Work your way back. Take your time. Your core is strong. Adjust your heels, so whatever feels good. Knees open wide. Bend your elbows. Bring your fingertips lightly to your temples. You can stay right here if you'd like. Let's lift up through the chin as you exhale, down as you inhale. So your Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. We do these often. Lift and lower. Let's make it little teeny frog crunches. To do that, lift your feet up, lift your knees up, and bring your elbows to touch your knees, and then recline. Let it go. Come on up, exhale, and then recline. Exhale, crunch them on up in your frog crunches. Breathe. You can continue to do your Supta Baddha Konasana crunches, keeping the elbows and knees open wide, or add in the touch of the elbows to the touch of the knees. You decide. And then let's finish, shall we? All right, so next pose we're gonna do is a boat pose. Okay, for your boat pose, bring the soles of your feet down onto your mat. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Take your hands. Now lift your knees on up and grab behind your knees. Hold on here and start to rock and roll up. Now, you know your body. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, not a good idea to roll on your spine. Check with your doctor. Have some fun here. Rock and roll. And then come on up to seated. Once you're seated, lean on back. Shoulders are back and down. So, you can immediately come into this if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia. You don't have to rock on the spine. Maybe lift one foot or the other. Lean on back like you're in a recliner. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders back and down. Maybe straighten one leg or the other. Breathe. Hold on here. Lean back in your recliner. Have a good time. Reach your fingers toward the front of your room. Maybe reach your fingers up toward the sky. Hold on. You can put a bend in your knees if that feels better. Breathe. Lift out of your chest. You've got it. Tomorrow we're going to row the boat too. Oh my goodness. All right, hold your boat pose. You've got it. Bring your feet on down. Come on back. Recline onto your mat. All right, here's something a little bit different. First, let's do bridge. We're familiar with that. For your bridge pose, soles of your feet are on your mat. Arms down by your sides. Shoulders away from your ears. Press the weight into your feet and lift your hips on up. Breathe. There's your bridge pose. You know this one. Hips are lifted. Push hard into your feet. You've got it. Roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Come on down. Tailbone touches down last. Let's combine bridge with a frog pose. All right, how are you going to do that? All right, here's what you do. Soles of your feet touch. Think Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Knees open wide, like a frog, right? Now let's do bridge in this position. All right, you're going to press into the pinky edge side of your foot and lift your hips up. And then come on down. Hips up, bottom touches down. Keep at it. Let's do a couple, do as many as you like. 3, 5, 6, 8, 20, whatever. A little lifts, little lowers. Got to shake it up and do something a little different, right? All right, so your frog pumps. What do you think? Lift and lower. Keeping the knees open wide. Breathe. And then when you're ready, are you ready? Let's finish. All right, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Let your tailbone release. Keep the knees open wide. Strike a goddess pose. All right, to do that, elbows come to about shoulder height. Your forearms, remember those? We stretched them out a little bit ago. Bring your forearms parallel to the sides of your mat. Chest is lifted. Breathe. You can stay right here if you want to take a little break. I'm going to bring my knees together at the midline, sending my legs long, and I'm going to press on up. Maybe try not to use your hands because you got a strong core. Or maybe do use your hands. It's all right. It's okay. Nobody's judging you. Legs are long. Take a twist. I'm going to twist to the right. I'm going to place my hands down on the mat. My right hand is going to be a little more behind my tailbone. It's just a nice little kickstand. I'm going to twist and look over my right shoulder. Then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to come back slowly to the midline. Turn the other way. Hands down on the mat. My left hand's going to be behind my spine. Your right hand could be on the mat or it could be on the outside of your left thigh. Twist. Do a couple more twists. Use the one hand as a kickstand. Twist. Twist the other way. All right. You finished. All right. Bend your knees. Let's go into a lunge. Okay, here's the deal. Grab your blocks. We're going to do a static lunge today. We do this lots of different ways, different days. Bring your right foot forward, right knee over right ankle. Left leg goes long. Push into your blocks. Left leg goes long on your mat. That knee, how does it feel on the mat? You could double your mat over to create extra padding or put your towel underneath your knee. Length in the left leg is what we're after. Now, you can keep your hands on your blocks so your body's at about a 45-degree angle and just focus here. Maybe you start to bring the shoulders up, maybe more over the hips. You find the area incrementally where you feel a nice good stretch in your left hip flexor. Arms can come up if you want. You can take a little baby back bend by looking up toward the sky, letting the fingers reach toward the back of the room. How does that feel? You don't have to be here today, maybe another day. No big deal, just try every day. Take it in layers. Maybe hands stay at prayer center. You can interlace your fingers and press your interlaced fingers into your right thigh. Push your right knee forward of the ankle. Oh, and feel it in the left hip flexor. And just hang out here. Shoulders are soft. Maybe close your eyes. And breathe. So anywhere along that little path of getting here, you can be. Maybe your hands are still on the blocks. It's all good. Breathe. Stretch out that left hip. All right, so if you're enjoying this, you'll probably enjoy a restorative practice. We do those on Thursdays and Sundays. In a restorative practice, we hold the poses longer, 3 to 5 to 7 minutes. Breathe. All right, let's finish. I'm going to bring my hands back to my blocks. I'm going to bring my right knee to meet my left. Maybe you put the towel under your right knee. Left foot comes forward, left knee over left ankle. Use the blocks to lengthen your right leg. So your right toes are on the top of the mat, and they are toward the back of the mat. Top of the foot is pressed into the mat. Use your blocks, shoulders however you like. Little variations, arms can lift. You can stay right here. Fingers can work toward the back of the room. Your gaze can go up, up, up. Breathe. Hands back to prayer center or to your blocks, or interlaced fingers. Press into your left thigh, sending the left knee forward of the ankle. Breathe as you feel the length in that right hip. And you know, it may be uncomfortable, or maybe you're just aware of your right hip. Maybe you're usually not aware of your hips, right? And that's probably a good thing. But just think about it. Is it pain? If it's pain, come out of it. If it's discomfort, just breathe through it. Maybe that discomfort is really just awareness. And you want to be aware of your body. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. You got it. All right, let's finish. Hands back to the blocks. And when you're ready, you can remove the blocks. Have the right leg sweep up to meet the left as you come up to a standing position. All right, come on up. You got strength in those quads. You got strength in your feet. Don't rely so much on your hands. Think of those big muscles. Those are some of the biggest muscles you got. Use them. They're strong enough to do what you want to do. All right, balancing. I really want to balance today. All right, so let's get to it. For your balancing today, balance is so important. Extended mountain. Lift your arms up high to the sky. Find your feet. What do I mean by that? Feel the earth underneath your feet. Feel the pinky onto the earth. Feel all the toes. Grip your toes into your mat. Feel it, really feel it. Come on up onto the balls of your feet like we did earlier, but you got your arms lifted this time. Breathe. Maybe you want to put your hands on your hips, that's fine. Or maybe your hands on a chair or your counter. We're after the feet. We want to find our feet, and where your arms are doesn't matter so much. Breathe. Let's bring your feet on down to the earth. Let's do You Will Look Taller. We're going to do it a couple ways. We're going to do it against the wall in a minute. All right, so here's the deal. And the wall is going to make it harder, believe it or not. All right, bring your arms to like the letter Y. Bring your feet together. So your body, remember the YMCA. Think like your body is like a big letter Y for you, the word you. You will look taller. We're going to take the first letter of each of these words. Press the backs of your hands to the back of the room. You. Now bring your elbows down to create a W in your arms. Feel what you feel along your spine. Squeeze those muscles along your back. There's the letter W for will. 2 L's, forward and backward. Hug your elbows in to your waist. 2 L's for the word look. And lastly, tee out your arms. Pulse the backs of your hands to the back of the room. You will look taller, because what you're doing here is you're strengthening your upper back. That's what we need to do. Oh my gosh, how many of us are doing this on our phones all day? Not good. You want to do the opposite. Let's do it again. You will look taller. Pulse your hands back. There you go. Let's take it to the wall. If you got a spare wall nearby, let's do it. Come on over to the wall. Here's the deal. The wall, you think, oh, that's going to make it easier. The wall makes it harder. Oh my gosh, does it ever? All right, heels are a little bit away from the wall. Arms go up. You form that W letter Y. All right, your bottom. Bring your bottom more toward the wall. Now your arms are lifted in that letter Y like you're freestanding, but oh my gosh, where's the wall? Bring your hands more back. More back. Good grammar, right? Bring your hands back more to the wall. There you go. Press your arms against the wall. Now slide the backs of your hands down. Try to keep them on the wall to the W shape. Now the L. Oh, sweep the backs of your hands on the wall, hugging your elbows in. L for look. Now tee out your arms. Press the backs of your hands really hard. I gotta move really hard into your wall. Breathe. That's it. That's You Will Look Taller on the Wall. It's harder, isn't it? All right, so now come back to your mat. Close your eyes, arms down by your sides. Just breathe here, soften in the shoulders. Don't you feel taller? That's a good feeling. Your shoulders are back and down. You have good posture. Your back nice and straight, not slouched on your phone. All right, do your You Will Look Taller throughout the day. All right, lift your arms high up to the sky. Palms touch. Fingers reach high, half crescent moon. Cross your thumbs, it just feels right. Palms are touching and fingers are up toward the sky. Now let's take the fingers toward the left side of your room. Keep both feet equally planted. Bring your top shoulder, your right shoulder, bring it back toward the back wall. Lift your chin up from your chest. Take a big lateral flexion of the spine here. Breathe. And when you're ready, slowly come back to the midline of your body. We're going to do it on the other side. Lengthen up. Let the fingers go toward the right side of your body. Weight equal in both feet. Chin away from the chest, and that left shoulder is back. Breathe. Oh, feel the stretch in those intercostal muscles along the left side of your body. Those intercostals are the muscles between your ribs. Breathe. Let's finish. Hands back up toward the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer center, tree pose. Bend the right knee, open up the right knee to the side of the room. You can kickstand the foot. You can have a chair nearby. You can bring the foot up onto the calf. Push the foot into the leg, and the leg pushes back into the foot. Hold it here. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Place your foot wherever you like. Just don't place it on your knee. Knees aren't meant to bend sideways. Breathe. Grow your branches if you like. Sway your branches a little bit. All right, let's finish. Hands back to prayer center. Knee to the front of the room. That's an important part. Right foot comes down to meet the left. Other side. Weight into the right foot. Open up the opposite knee. Place the sole of the foot wherever you want it to be and find your balance. However works for you. Just, kind of stress in a good way that foundational foot. All the weight is on it. Breathe. Grow your branches. All right. Stress under pressure can be good. Not bad pressure, not bad stress, good pressure. Let's do that. Bring your hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Left foot meets right. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to set a timer again. 2 1-minute timers, one for each leg. What we're going to do, stand on your right leg. Lift your left leg up, up, up. Left knee to hip height. Draw your toes towards your shins. Send your arms high to the sky or keep them on your hips. And let's set a 1-minute timer, please. Let's go. Stay right here. 1 minute. You're going to balance on that foot. 1 minute, it's going to seem like a long time, but you got this. Lift a little more through your fingers. Hold on, and if you fall out, no big deal. And let's play with it a little bit. Maybe bring your hands to your hips. Maybe tee out your arms. Maybe think you will look taller in the arms again. A big Y, W, L, T. All right, breathe. Maybe sway your arms. You got this. Hold on. Push into that foundational foot. You fall out, no big deal. I haven't been telling you the time, have I? All right, you're more than halfway there. Breathe, find your balance. Maybe sway your arms a little bit, like a one-legged mountain tree. That sounds good, right? You got this. Hold on, stay strong. And if you can't do the whole minute, no big deal. You've got about 10 seconds to go for a full minute. Maybe tee out your arms, maybe move your arms a little bit. Use them. We got 5 seconds to go. breathe, move your arms. Let's finish. You have done it. 1 minute on that leg. Bring the other foot on down. Let's make it fun on the other side too. Root into your left foot, lift your right leg up, knee to about hip height. I already fell out. Knee to hip height, draw your toes towards your shins. Let's go. 1 minute timer. Arms go up. There's your one-legged mountain. Maybe stay right here. I'll give you a tip. Focus. Focus forward. Breathe. Focus. Your left foot is a strong foundation. It's wiggling. It's wobbling. It's all those little muscles in that foot engaged to keep you standing. You've been here 15 seconds already. Stick with it. All right. Play with your arms. What do you want to do? You will look taller. Do you want to sway them to one side or the other? Just play a little bit because you're working on your balance. Finding your balance. You don't have to be super serious. Fingers lifted, holding steady. You can move because you got 20 seconds to go. And the thing is, you catch yourself, right? When you're going to fall, you try to catch yourself. So keep trying to catch yourself. Breathe. You got 10 seconds to go. Come on. We can do this. You got it. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, leg comes down. Hands to prayer center in gratitude. Take a big breath in. Maybe eyes close. Even that's balancing. Exhale, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out. Fold forward, forward fold position. Fingers toward the earth. Little bend in your knees. Look back towards your knees. Walk your hands forward. Knees are bent. Hover them above the mat. Hold on here. Push the earth away. Come on down, have a seat on your heels. Tops of your feet are on your mat. Take a breath in and a breath out. Let's get back to our spine. Walk your hands forward. Come on down to your mat. Come on down to your belly. Reach your arms long to the top of your mat. Legs long too. Spread them a little bit to what's comfortable. Let's do Superman pose. Maybe lift one leg. Maybe lift the other leg. Maybe lift both legs and you can feel your pelvis balancing on your mat. Maybe lift up through the chest and add in the arms. Breathe and fly like Superman. And you're essentially balancing on your pelvis, right? Breathe. Hold on here. Breathe in, breathe out. You're strong. Reach through your fingers. Keep flying. Superman strong. Breathe in, breathe out. And then let's finish. Bend your elbows, hands on your shoulders. Lift on up to a seal pose. Soften in your butt so you're spread in your cheeks and you are letting your hips go to the sides of your mat. Breathe. Come on up to a seated position. In your seated position, legs are long, side by side, toes up toward the sky, seated forward fold. Let's begin by extending the arms high up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Gaze is forward. Reach your parallel arms forward. Reach towards your feet, your ankles, whatever you can grab. And then take a restorative forward fold as you look down to your knees. Hollow out your belly. Breathe. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Crisscross the ankles, one on top of the other. We're going to do it again. Arms lift. Exhale, reach forward. Belly hollows out. What are you feeling? Does it feel good in your low back? Stretch it out even more. Ankles are crossed. Maybe reach for your feet, your ankles, whatever you can reach. Elbows hugged in. Work your nose toward that top knee. Inhale, slowly come on back up. Arms go high to the sky. Uncross your ankles and cross the other one on top. Lengthen. Reach as you exhale. Take a big inhale, then exhale, reach a little farther. Capture the ankles, the calves, elbows hugged in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, nose, forehead toward your knee. Slowly come up. Shoulders over your hips. Uncross your legs one more time. Arms lift. Both heels are on the ground. Reach forward, even out. And then capture your feet, ankles, whatever, and fold forward. Slowly come on up, shoulders over your hips. Grab your towel and your eye shade. Bring them up by your shoulders. All right, come on down. Come on down, feet on the ground, hands at prayer center in gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. That is what we got. Come on down, bend your knees. Bring your right leg up, cross it over the left, so you got a figure 4 going on in the legs. Press your right hand into your inner right thigh. Press both hands into your inner right thigh. Open it up here. Oh, it feels good in the hips after we did that long hold in that lunge today, right? You got mobility. Maybe you just got to find it. Maybe some of us have to dig a little deeper, but you're never going to find it if you don't look. Keep at it. Keep at your practice. All right, right foot meets left. The left leg lifts this time. Outside of the left ankle on the right thigh. Figure 4 going on in the legs. Push the inner left thigh open. Breathe in, breathe out. Hip mobility is so important. Your feet, your foundation, your hips, it all works together, doesn't it? Of course, that's a statement of the obvious, isn't it? But you know, sometimes if you have knee pain or hip pain, it's not originating in the knee or the hip, it's originating in the feet. Think about it. If your gait is off, if your feet are bothering you and your gait is off, it's going to affect everything on up, right? So work on your foundation. Work on moving what you got. All right, let's finish. Both feet come down. Bridge pose will feel good here. Arms down by your sides. Push the weight into your feet because you're strong. Push your hips high up to the sky. Wiggle your shoulders closer to your spine. Hands are down on your mat. Breathe. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your low back. That's a challenge. And push your pinkies into the mat. Hips are lifted, nice and strong. Maybe release the hands and roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Keep your belly button tucked to your spine till you get all the way down. Ah, good. All right, nice job. Let's send our legs long onto the mat. Now bend your right knee, hug the right knee in. Draw the right toes towards your shin. All right, left leg is down, left calf is on the mat, left toes are drawn towards your shin. Hug and squeeze this knee in. Breathe. Circle the ankle in one direction, then the other. Release the right leg long onto your mat. Left leg's turn, drag the heel on up. Left knee toward the chest. Hug the left knee in. You can use your towel here to make your arms longer. And hug the knee in. Hug it in, squeeze it in, circle the ankle this way and that. Breathe. Shoulders are down. Squeeze the knee a little bit more. In. Release the left leg long. Spread your legs a little bit so your heels are at the bottom of your mat. Cover your eyes with your eye shade or your towel to block out the outside world just a little bit longer. Wiggle your shoulders closer together, closer toward the spine, so you almost feel your chest lift a little bit. Backs of your hands on your mat. Pinky toes fall toward the edges of your mat. Eyes are closed. Breathe. Big breaths in and out. Soften the area between your eyebrows because you got it scrunched up. Let it go. Just let the body rest for just a few more moments. You moved a lot of different ways today. You challenged your brain in that balancing. You challenged your body in a lot of different poses. Take this moment to just reset. Take a big breath in, your biggest one yet. Really feel your belly pooch up to the sky. And as you exhale, think of taking your belly button and taking it all the way back to your tailbone. Let all the air go. Stay here longer if you like. But if it's time for you to conclude your hour, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move that motion up into the wrists and the ankles. Circle them out this way and that. Inhale, reach high up overhead. point your toes to the bottom of the mat, reach your fingers overhead, stretch it out as if this were the first stretch of your morning. That's right, you can start your yoga right before you get out of bed. Take a stretch like this every morning before you even get out of bed. A good way to start your day. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you exhale, bend your knees and your elbows and roll onto one side or the other as you come into a fetal position. Low arms bicep is a pillow for your head. Eyes are closed, top shoulders relaxed. Big breath in, big breath out. Savor this moment. As you're ready, slowly come up to a seated position and be mindful. Are you going to use your hands to push on up, or are you going to use your core to come on up? Just be mindful of what you're doing. Come to a comfortable seat. Maybe your eyes remain closed. Hands to prayer center. Maybe you prefer your hands on your knees. It's all good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Do it again. The breath in and out, shoulders over your hips, chin slightly tucked, ears back. Breathe in, breathe out with complete awareness of your body, of this moment. Gently blink your eyes open. All right, you did it. You did it. You did a 1 hour long yoga practice. You did it your way, and that's important. You let it feel good in your body. And let's see how you're doing. Think back to your stress number. What was it? Maybe you're so zen you don't even remember it. Think back to that stress number. What was it? And what is it now? Stress numbers come down. The yoga does great things for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Have that attitude of gratitude as you go on with your day. You've made it this far. Keep with it. Don't quit on the yoga. Don't quit on you. From us to you, today we wish you much love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Love you guys. Stick with it. See you on your mats tomorrow. Tell your friends about our yoga. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is you do on those platforms. And just come back tomorrow. Love you guys. See you later. Bye. Hi. How are you? Good girl. See ya. This week, let's choose to choose gratitude. Feel gratitude for the small things, because the small things aren't really the small things. The small things are really the big things. And you know that, right? You know that too, don't you? Choose gratitude in all that you do. Thank you for being here and doing yoga with me and allowing me to do the yoga with you. All right, so here's the deal. Tell your friends about our yoga. You know, they'd be grateful for it too. Your yoga is doing so many wonderful things for your body. Share that with them. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody, and dogs too. And you're doing it from the privacy of your own home, as you know, and it makes it a lot of fun. We are live every day, as is obvious with Piper here. We are live every single day, and we would like you to be with us as well. Our yoga is free, like I said, for anybody and everybody. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's at www.316yoga.com. Have a great rest of your day. Find joy in all the little things, and be patient. All right, see you on your mats tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.